Hello everyone, it is Wednesday, November 9th, new comic book day. Now I didn't do a video last week because I was super busy and didn't have a chance to pick up my books. So I picked everything up today, which meant it was a large amount of books, a bunch of different titles. I picked up some Marvel stuff today. There's also some independent stuff that came out that I think you're going to enjoy seeing and maybe look into for yourself. So we'll jump right into it because, like I said, there's a lot of books here. So the first ones I picked up was because of the election. Vamp Blade came out with a Hillary Clinton cover I thought was real funny. This is the one they call the Risque, and this is the regular. Now, these were limited, I think 1,500 and 2,000 respectively. The Risque had the 2,000, the regular cover had the 1,500. And this is also from Action Lab, and this is Bat Blade. It's a Vamp Blade takeoff, but Bat Blade, I thought it was pretty funny. There's the old Bat Blade. That is a Risque cover. The first of the independents, this is the company is called Black Mask. I've done some videos and mentioned some of their books in previous videos. They have some pretty good storylines, and since they're such a small company, they don't have a huge print run of these books. So this is a book that I'm really enjoying. So, well, the first one I enjoyed, I picked up another additional copy. I found it because, again, a lot of shops don't carry it because there's not a big market for it, but the storylines are really good and more people are starting to look for this stuff. So this is Black from Black Mask Studios. This is number 1. And I picked up the number 2 cover, and this was a very controversial cover when it came out. I think it was last week this book came out. No, it was this week. When this cover came out, people looked at it, and there's people who stayed away from it. My shop only carried a couple of them. The guy was like, this is an offensive cover. It is kind of a rough cover, especially with everything going on, you know, in this country right now. This is book number 2. There it is. That is a pretty rough cover, but I think it's going to be a cover that is going to be kind of sought after, super limited. Again, Black Mask number 2. There is also a sneak preview of another storyline they have out, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's in the book, like Walking Dead did with like Chew and a couple of the other storylines right there. So that was Black number 2 from Image. 2 different cover. I got 2 of them, but this is Cannibal number 1 from Image. DC Rebirth Superman number 10. Love that cover. That's just a wicked cover right there. I hope you can see it. Superman giving Batman a little choke out like that. A book I'm still enjoying. I hope you guys are on it. Some of you sent me messages, said you have been on the book. It's a really good storyline. Scooby Apocalypse number 7. Flash Rebirth number 9. Pretty nice, couple different flashes there. I like that. Flash Rebirth number 10. This is part of the Speed of Darkness storyline. Variant cover, Web Warriors. I just kind of like that cover when I saw it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick that up. It was cover price, so why not? Deadpool 11. Pretty popular here in Las Vegas because of Penn and Teller. They have a show at the Rio, which is really good. But that's, you know, this has been a pretty good storyline with the Spider-Man Deadpool. Now, the next things I'm showing, this is the biggest release today, and I don't know how many of you are on it. IDW's done a good job with the storylines, and I think that this is going to be the same thing. So pick these up if you can. This was Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures. It's a new storyline on it. This was a retailer incentive cover. There's a bunch of covers on this. Here's another cover. Got a little bat signal there, another cover there. And there. Good thing about this is it's a new one. It was a $3.99 book. Not too bad. I mean, usually when they put Batman and stuff on, they're going to try and jack the price up. So they didn't do that. Variant cover, Deadpool Back in Black, number 3. And the regular cover, number 3. Now that's funny right there where it says not for, not recommended, issue not recommended for bunny lovers. And there's part of the storyline in there where, some rabbits meet their maker in typical Deadpool fashion, which is pretty funny. A book that it came out a while back. I told everybody about it. It's now in its 3rd print. This was a variant edition. Number 1 is actually in a 3rd print. And the rumor is that there is one of the next Spider-Man movies coming out is going to be part of this storyline. So it's in 3rd print. If you can find the first prints, grab them. If not, get what you can. This is Clone Conspiracy. This was a variant cover. Not a real great looking cover, but still not bad. Harley Quinn Rebirth, number 7. I mean, there's that. Here's this cover. This is, they talk about undercover punker. I am not wild about the Harley Quinn punk rock look. I'm not getting into that. And what's happened, I've noticed, is ever since they've taken Chad Hardin off of this story, the artwork just kind of seems to not be as crisp as it was when the Harley Quinn series came out, and then he did some of the other stuff. I'm just not really feeling it. Storyline I'm looking forward to reading, Assault on Santa Prisca. That's Batman Rebirth number 10. And then Catwoman. This is number 10 too, but you can see Batman right there lurking in the shadows as she's, grabbing stuff out of the safe. Walking Dead 160, cover 1. And then cover 2. Poor Carl with his missing eye. And one of the Marvel covers, another one of the Marvels I picked up. I've always liked this. Black Panther. I just picked this up, number 1, Black Panther number 1. So it was a big week. There were some. I also picked up some of the adult covers. I have some customers that come in for the adult covers, which was Jungle Fantasy. They come out with some different covers on that, and Belladonna came out with some covers. So I picked those up. I don't show those on because those covers are kind of graphic. I'm not going to show that on the video. So that was pretty much the big week I had. I also picked up a couple of vintage books from the shop. Nothing in high grade. I mean, I picked up a Brave and the Bold 70 Batman Hawkman on the cover in about a 7 grade. Got a good price on that, for a fine, very fine 7.0. And then I picked up a Silver Age Wonder Woman and a Silver Age Flash 1964. Not a key issue, but just to have it in the shop. The grades weren't great. They're VGs, but I got a real good price on them. And Wonder Woman, if you're looking at eBay right now, Wonder Woman is starting to go up in price. You're not getting anything for cover price not cover price, but you're not getting stuff book price. It's going a little higher. Same thing as Luke Cage with the success of the Netflix show. Luke Cage books are going up, and also Black Panther is starting to go up a little bit. You're starting to see a pattern of people understanding, oh wait, so here we go. These books are going up. Speculators, again, hoping that, the books are going to bring a mint. And, books in high grade, you can still find the Wonder Woman, the Perez runs from 87-ish for a relatively good price. You can still buy those fairly decent. Silver Age Wonder Woman is mostly selling overbook. If you can find them underbook, grab them all day, regardless of condition. And with that said, I'm at the shop today. And I did a comic book festival over the weekend, Las Vegas, here in Las Vegas, the first Saturday of November. Once a year, obviously, first Saturday in November. We have a Las Vegas comic book festival at the public library, and anywhere between 65 and 85% of local collectors go to this show. So it's a way to really get your name out there if you have a business, or to sell stuff if you can get a booth. Tables are real limited. They just don't let anybody go in there. I've always asked them, they should be expanding, but they don't expand. They keep it very small. So tables are at a premium. I was lucky to get in with a friend of mine who had a booth. He gave me a little spot in his booth, and I was able to get product out there, sold a lot of dollar books. I didn't bring anything expensive to a show like that. So I handed out flyers and, you know, did the smoozing and trying to get people, you know, understanding that, you know, I'm the new kid on the block. Although I've been open for over a year, I'm the new kid on the block. And so I had a couple people come in today to sell some books. I bought a bunch of books from a guy who came in, nothing big at all, just a bunch of stuff I'm going to sell in dollar boxes, but I got a really good price on it. 440 different books for, you know, practically nothing. I mean, literally practically, I'm talking like 4 cents a piece over, you know, cost factor. And so that I was okay with that. Another guy comes in with his buddy with one of those suitcase type carriers, and he's like, I got some books to sell. And so he sets the case down, he opens up the case, and he goes through the book. I'm going through the books, and he had, you know, a first Ezekiel Walking Dead in there, but just, it was beat up on the spine. He had a real nice 10-cent Batman. Well, I'm not going to say real nice because the condition sucked. It was like a 1.0, but it's still a 10-cent Batman. You can get some price on it. Even in that condition, this particular book, and he battled Thor. I can't remember the exact number of it, but it's Batman battling Thor. And even in the 1.0 condition, you can still get $25 to $35 for it. So I take the book out carefully, put my gloves on, trying to show him what it is. And he's like, oh, I saw that this is an $800 book. I'm like, it's not an $800 book. In good condition, it might be an $800 book. So first thing I do, I take it out carefully, open it up. The cover comes off automatically. It was, you know, detached at both staples. And so I'm trying to tell the guy, look, you know, you're not going to get big money for this. This is not an $800 book. You'd be lucky if a shop gave you $10, $15 for this book. And the only reason they would do that is because it's a 10-cent Batman. And everybody, you know, that stuff is just getting much harder to find. Anything decent 10-cent. Storylines are just becoming more and more difficult to find. So people are buying them in any condition just to have them in their shops. And I was going to offer the guy some money for everything. And he got all pissy and moany because he was like, no, you know, I don't care if the cover's coming off. You know, I got to get $500 for this book. I'm like, you ain't going to get $500 for this book. You know, I'm not going to give you $500 for the book. I'm not even come close to that. I wouldn't give you $500 for everything you had. You'll be lucky to get $60 for the things you have, only because the condition on the books were really bad. And the only thing they're going to do, they're cherry pick a couple of books out of there, but have to buy everything as a group. And he was just like, you know, all butthurt. And I told him, I said, you know, do you want me to give you another shop maybe that can help you with your books? No, forget it. You know, I know what this book is worth. So, you know, whatever. So, it was kind of a weird, there's no real update on my shop. I mean, it looks like it's going to be after the first of the year when the shop comes in. By next week, when I do my next video, hopefully I'm going to have a backdrop with the logo, the store logo on it, just to kind of throw behind the video to add a little pizzazz to it. And again, I'm getting a lot of good comments, a lot of good messages. I appreciate the following. You don't have to agree with the things that I say. I'm not here to say that you have to agree with everything that I say, and because that's what makes this country great, is that you can agree or disagree. It's your opinion. It's my opinion. I do appreciate the people that watch my videos. It's very much appreciated. Excuse me. So I'm going to keep doing that. Give me a message. Send me a comment. If you have any questions, I'm going to come out with a video. I'm going to look at some questions. If you want to send me some questions, I'll be more than happy to answer those questions on the next video, or just send me questions and I can do a question and answer video with some, you know, some advice if you're looking for advice. If not, you know, thumbs up on the video, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Again, it's a short video, big book, big haul. I hope you like the stuff that I got. But as always, if you didn't like it, nothing I can do for you. Have a great night.